Hi everyone, welcome to Conversion Conversations. I am Cameron. How's it going?
I'm Hannah.
So today we got the Wave 2 starter set, Bumblebee vs. Megatron, and I've wanted to teach Hannah about the game for a while now, so I figure this is a great opportunity. Hannah, how much do you know about Transformers, the trading card game?
Absolutely nothing.
How much do you know about Transformers?
Not much.
Yep. So the experiment today is to see if I can take someone unfamiliar with the game, and I want to teach you. It's good for you to know the rules, but the real goal is at the end of the video to see if you want to play another game. If not, then we'll figure something else out. But my goal is to hopefully make you excited enough about the game to want to check it out. So first, we need one of these.
That's not the way that you should hand someone a knife.
Yep.
But okay.
Go ahead and do a little choppy choppy. All right, almost there. Okay, so what do you see before you?
A lot of cards.
Yes. So there's two things to note. There's two types of cards in the game. There are character cards, like these guys, and then there are battle cards, which you are opening right now. You got it? Do I need to get in there? And there you go. Perfect. So, you notice there's two basic types of characters. There's the red top and there's the purple top. Red top are Autobots. Yep. Hey, okay, you know that much. Purple top are Decepticons. So what we are normally, the game is 25 stars. You'll see the cards have a number of stars on them, and you're limited to how many stars you can have, 25. Normally you play one deck of 40 cards with 25 stars against someone else with 40 cards and 25 stars. Okay. In this case, we're going to take this deck and we're going to split it in half and play against each other. Okay. So we'll each get 20 cards and 2 characters. Do you prefer Bumblebee or Megatron?
Megatron.
Perfect. So you'll grab these two guys, and I'll grab these two guys, and we'll go ahead and split that deck. All right, now that we've got the cards unboxed, the next thing is to split the deck in half. In the old starter set, you split it in half depending on the cards. When I read through the rules here, we're just gonna split it in half by shuffling it up, dealing each of us 20 cards. And you get to pick which pile of 20 you want. While I'm shuffling, you've got your character cards. You said you wanted Starscream and Megatron.
Yep.
With Starscream and Megatron, you'll notice they have a couple different numbers on them. For the basics of learning the game, I think the basic numbers you care about are the orange number. You notice it's got a sword on it. Mm-hmm. That's your attack number. It's how much you hurt someone when you punch them. Okay. Your blue shield is your defense number. That's how much when someone punches you, you take off their attack number. Okay. And then your heart is your health. When that goes to 0, your character is dead. And when all your characters are dead, you lose the game. Which pile would you like? Take that pile. Some other things that might apply to your characters. If you notice, they have some words at the top. There's plain and melee for Starscream, tank and ranged for Megatron. Mm-hmm. Go ahead and shuffle, yeah. There are cards that say, put this on a plane, put this on a melee character, whatever. So those are the words that you care about there. Okay. Then the last thing is, if you flip your guys over, you'll notice they have robot modes.
Right.
They have different numbers, so every turn you can transform one of them. And when you flip one of them, the rules for them are different. That's the only thing to remember. All right, so you've got your guys and I've got my guys. Mm-hmm. And we're facing off here.
Yep.
You shuffled up your cards?
Yep.
Okay, so first we'll both draw 3. 1, 2, 3. Then we can each roll a die. I rolled a 3. Oh, you rolled a 3. All right, roll again. 4. Oh, come on. Okay, we'll roll Bill. 6. Now you roll. Both of them. There we go. Okay, she rolled, it was off screen, but she rolled a 7. So Hannah, you get to go first.
Okay.
The first thing you do on your turn always is draw a card. You have 3 cards in your hand, you're going to draw one more, so you have 4.
Okay.
Now, on your very first turn and the first turn of the game, you don't get to play any of these cards. The only thing you can do before you attack, attacking is how you end your turn, is choose if you want to transform any of your guys.
I do not.
So if you did, you'll notice that Starscream has one more attack and Megatron has one more attack if you wanted to. Megatron does have Bold, and you can read what Bold does. Basically, when you're attacking, you're going to flip cards. You get to flip an extra one. So if you're choosing not to transform anyone, you can tap one of them, turn them 90 degrees, and attack with one of them.
Okay. I'm gonna attack with Starscream.
Okay. Then you get to choose who you're attacking.
I'm going to attack Windblade.
Okay, so Starscream is attacking Windblade.
Yep.
Then you get to flip 2 cards off the top of your deck face up, and I get to do the same. Okay, so like I said earlier, the 3 is your attack number.
Yep.
The blue is my defense number.
Yep.
They each have a color. We're going to count up the number of cards we flipped that are associated with that color and have a pip. So for example, I've got defense, and I flipped 2 blue pips. So my defense instead of 2 is now 4.
Yes.
Your attack is 3. You flipped 0 orange pips.
Yep.
So your attack is still 3.
Yep.
3 minus 4 is less than 0. That means I take no damage.
Okay.
The last part of a combat round like this is if you wanted to, any one card that has a green pip that you flipped over, you could choose to drop a card from your hand and pick that card up. So for example, I've got sparring gear here. I could say, oh, I don't want security console. I'd rather pick up that sparring gear. You could do the same thing with rest and relaxation if you wanted to. And that card lets you, heal one of your guys for 1.
I'm good.
Okay, so if you're good, you take the cards and you put them face up next to your pile. That's your scrap pile. If any cards say do something with their scrap pile, that's what this is.
Okay.
And now it's my turn. So I'm also going to draw a card. And now on my first turn, the second turn of the game, instead of me not being able to play any cards, I can play 1 card, either an upgrade or an action. So I am choosing, I'm going to transform Bumblebee, and I'm going to play Reckless Charge. Reckless Charge says one of my characters gets 4 attack until the end of the turn. At the end of the turn, do 3 damage to it.
Okay.
So I'm going to play Reckless Charge on Bumblebee, so now he's, instead of 3 attack, he has 7 attack.
Okay.
And then I'm going to attack. And you remember how you got to choose who you attacked? I don't get to choose. You always have to attack a tapped character if possible.
Okay.
Starscream's tapped, so I have to attack him. Then on my attack, I get to flip cards, and you flip 2 cards to defend. 1, 2, and I get bold 1, so I flip 1 more. 3. Ooh.
But I get does this happen?
No. When you're flipping, only the pips count.
Okay.
So you have 1 defense.
Yep.
You didn't flip any blue,
Nope.
so you still have 1 defense.
Yep.
I have 7 attack.
Yep.
I flipped 1 orange, so that means I have 8 attack.
Yep.
So with my 8 attack, I'm attacking Starscream. 8 minus 1 is...
7.
So you take 7 damage.
Okay.
So 7 damage goes on him, and how much health does he have left?
7. 0. He has 0 health.
Yeah, so he is KO'd.
Okay.
So you're going to take him, put him off to the side for now, and say that he's dead.
Okay.
And then it's the end of my turn, so I take 3 damage on Bumblebee.
Okay.
And then again, scrap this guy, and if you had any orange pips, you could choose and say, oh, I want to scrap 1 to pick that up. And I'll scrap a sparring gear to pick up a backup beam. Now, it is your turn. Oh, scrap these guys. Yep. It's your turn.
I don't get to drop one.
Neither one of them have green pips. So the pip color that looks like this.
Okay.
Yeah. It's your turn.
Yes.
You get to draw a card. And now you can do 3 things freely in any order. You can play an action card, which will say action.
Okay, hold on. Was I supposed to drop a card?
No.
Because now I have 5.
That's okay.
Okay.
There's no maximum hand size.
Okay.
So, you can play a card that says action like Reckless Charge did.
Yep.
You can play an upgrade card, or you can transform Megatron if you wanted to.
Am I allowed?
Go ahead.
Am I allowed to repair damage to a character that's dead?
No, that wouldn't do anything.
Okay.
So, like I said, you can... Yep. So, this is an upgrade. Stealth is a keyword. Read what that one does.
Enemies attack other characters if able.
So if you only have one character left, what would that mean?
The enemy would attack, not him.
But he's the only one left, so it's not, it says if able. So this upgrade doesn't do you any good to play right now. You could, if you have another one, you could play another one instead. Enforcement batons. Okay, so what enforcement batons does, we'll put it over here as a weapon. It gives you +1, so now your attack went from 2 to 3.
Yes.
And then when you play it, you can scrap one of my weapons. I don't have any weapons, that's fine. Then you wanted to play this action.
Yes.
So draw a card for each of your upgrades, so you get to draw a card. Yep. Now, if you wanted to, you could transform Megatron. You don't have to, you can flip him and read his other side. And
Do I need to turn him?
to attack, yes. So he had a rule on this side, says when you upgrade this guy, he gets an attack.
An attack.
So
A +1 attack.
for future reference, if you next time if you transformed him and then played this, instead of +1 it would be +2. No big deal right now.
Got it.
Yep, so you get to attack.
Okay.
So you're attacking and you have to attack Bumblebee.
Yes.
You're attacking with 4.
Yes.
So you played him, we'll get him out of the way. Flip 2 cards for your attack.
Does that one go in the
It will at the end of the turn. Okay, so you flipped 1 orange, so you're attacking with 3 +1 +1.
So 5.
And I am blocking with 1, so I take 4. I was at 3. That is 6, and I need another 1. And I've got 2 health left on Bumblebee. And then that is the end of your turn. You can scrap these guys. The upgrade stays.
Was I not able to flip one more battle card when I was attacking with the handheld blaster?
You flipped it. That's not something you played or had equipped. That was just something you're flipping off the top. When you're attacking or defending, what you flip, they don't do those things. All you care about is the pip color.
Okay.
All right. My turn. I will draw a card. I will play Enforcement Batons on Windblade. So it says when you play this on a character, scrap an enemy upgrade. You have an upgrade, or enemy weapon, you have a weapon, so that gets scrapped. Then I will flip Windblade. And it says when I flip to this mode, I get Pierce 2. Lastly, I will... That's it actually for my turn. So I will swing at Megatron. So I'm attacking with 2, 3, Pierce 2. I'll tell you how the Pierce works in just a second. You flip over 2 cards and I flip over 2 cards. Okay, so you flipped 3 attack, and I only have 3 attacks, so normally that would be 0 damage, right? Megatron would be fine. Pierce means that I get to ignore your defense up to that Pierce number. Since I have Pierce 2, you still take 2 damage even though you had 3 defense and I had 3 attack. Does that make sense?
No.
Huh?
No.
Think of it like, so attacking is like subtracting. You take the attack number and you subtract the defense number. So in my case, it's 2 plus 1 is 3.
Yep.
In your case, it's 1 plus 1 plus 1 is 3.
For defense.
Yep.
Yeah.
So 3 minus 3, 3 attack minus 3 defense is
0.
Except I have Pierce.
Okay.
And that number for Pierce is how much I get to do, which is the 2.
Okay.
All right. Then you scrap your cards and I scrap mine. And everyone is tapped now.
Mm-hmm.
That means we both untap our characters and the turn gets passed to you, so you get to go.
Okay.
You draw a card first.
Okay.
If you wanted to, you could transform Megatron, you can play an action card, or you can play an upgrade card. And remember, he has a rule on him that says when you upgrade this, he gets +1. So if you want to transform him to get the bold on his other side, you want to upgrade him first.
Okay. So I want to upgrade him.
It will give him +1, yeah.
So
Yeah, that works. So that's an action. So you play your action, and then you get to upgrade him. Okay, primary laser. Put that over on this side for his weapon. And so that was because of this card.
Yep.
You still get to upgrade him one more time if you wanted to. And that was actually super smart. The stealth doesn't do anything, but what's the rule say?
when I upgrade this, he gets a +1 attack until the end of his turn.
So how many times did you upgrade him just now?
Twice.
So what does that mean? He's got a +2.
3. No, +2. Sorry.
And in addition, you've got a primary laser, so he's got a +4. Yep. And with that +4, he's sitting at 7 attack now.
Yes.
If you wanted to, you could transform him to his other side. It would give you bold 1, right? That's the rule on his other side. You keep the attack bonus, and you get one more defense.
One more battle card when attacking.
Yep.
Okay.
That's what the bold does.
Okay. Cool.
So you transformed
So I
him, you
transformed
upgraded him, you
I
played
upgraded
your
him,
action.
And I played my action.
Yep. Now you can choose who to attack. And the way you might want to think about it is right now the math is what, 2 + 2 + another 2 for the upgrades?
Mm-hmm.
That's 6. Bumblebee has 2 health left,
Yep.
so you'll probably kill him. Windblade is at 8.
Yes.
Do you think you could do enough damage to kill Windblade in one turn and get her off the field? Or do you play it safe and get Bumblebee off so he doesn't attack you? Right now you're at 6 and she has 8 with 1 defense. What are you thinking?
I'm going to... I'm gonna go with Windblade.
Okay, so
Just see what happens.
you attack Windblade. So normally you flip 2 cards to attack.
Yep.
In this case you're going to flip 3 because you have the bold 1.
Yep.
And you're hoping that you get enough.
To attack her.
Yeah, so it's basically you need 3 orange pips. Oh, you flipped a white. That's actually good. I'll explain that to you in a second. Okay, so a white pip, the first time you flip it when you're flipping, you get to flip 2 more cards. So you flipped your 3 for bold.
Yep.
You got a white pip, flip 2 more. Oh, nice. The second white pip doesn't matter.
Okay.
So, count up your attack. Out loud.
2, 3, 4 plus 2, 6 plus 2 is 8.
Plus the 2 for your cards.
So 10.
10 attack.
10 attack.
Windblade has 1, 2 defense. So if she blocks 2,
Yep.
you deal
8.
which is enough to kill her.
Yep.
So you kill Windblade.
Okay.
She is KO'd. And it is the end of your turn.
Okay.
So all these guys get scrapped. Not this. This is your upgrade.
Stealthiness?
Yep. And all these guys get scrapped.
Does this one get scrapped?
Yes. That's an action that gets scrapped. And
The weapon gets scrapped?
no, your upgrades stay attached. Keep it. So it's weapon, shield, utility.
Okay.
You're out of cards in your deck.
Yes.
Reshuffle this and put it face up. You can shuffle off camera if you want.
Okay.
All right. It is my turn.
You said, like, back down like this?
Yep, and that's your deck again. Every time you run out of cards, you'll reshuffle and you don't have to worry about running out of cards like you do in other games.
Okay.
I will draw. Okay. I will. Ooh, Megatron is sitting pretty. I'll play a backup beam. That's a weapon upgrade. I get to do one of those in a turn. I think. What's his other side? No, I'll keep the bold one. I'll play Leap of Faith. This card says I can take the top card of my hand or of my deck and I can scrap it. So I'll flip it over, and if I want to, I can play it. I will. I'll put an armor plating on him. Then I can scrap another card from the top of my deck and I can play that card. That is a strafing run. Do 1 damage to each enemy. Sure. So I'll go ahead and do a damage to Megatron. And I will attack with Bumblebee into Megatron. So normally you have stealth, which protects you, but since you're the only option for me to attack, it doesn't do anything. You flip 2 cards for defense. I'm going to flip 1, 2, 3 extra cards for my attack. Which, there's my first one.
Oh, this, or no. Yeah. Do I get to flip 2 more battle cards since I'm defending?
Remember, when you flip a card, you don't care
It's only
about
that,
the
it's
text.
only
It's
the
only the
pips.
pips. Yep. 2, bold 1, bold 2, bold 3. I've got 3, 4, 5, 6 attack, and you're defending for 2.
2.
So you take
2 or 3?
the pips when they're upgrades don't matter. It's the number on them.
Okay, so 2.
Yep. So you take 4 damage. So you're at 7 now. Yep. And then my turn is over. There's nothing here I want. If you want that sparring gear, you can trade 1 card from your hand for it.
I'm good.
Okay, those guys get scrapped. And we both untap. And it is your turn.
So I put down 2? No.
You draw a card in your
I
hand.
draw a card. Okay.
And you can, again, the 3 things you can do on a turn: transform one of your Transformers,
Yep.
play 1 action card,
Yep.
play 1 upgrade card. You can do those in any order.
I want to play 1 action card.
Okay. Rest and relaxation.
Yep.
Repair 1 damage, so you take a damage off Megatron.
Okay.
That was 4, right? So you'd go from,
Oh, sorry.
no, you're fine. You take the 4, you were at
Put
7.
it at 6.
Yeah,
Okay.
there you go.
And then I am going to leave him as is,
Yep,
and I'll tap him in.
yep. And
to
you're attacking Bumblebee.
Attack Bumblebee.
Okay, so you've got bold 1.
Yep.
How many cards do you flip?
3.
Yep. And I flip 2 on defense.
1, 2,
Nice. So how much attack do you have?
1, 2, 4,
Yep.
6.
6 attack?
6 attack.
And I have 1, 2, 3, 4 defense.
Yep.
6 minus 4 is 2. I take 2 damage. I was at 7. That does put me at 9, so Bumblebee is dead.
And I win.
So you win. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Was this fun?
Yeah,
Yeah. Are you curious enough to play the game again sometime?
maybe.
Maybe. Okay. So I'll take that as a victory. I'll say, yeah. Hopefully you liked it, and hopefully if anyone's watching, I like this starter set. If you've watched any of my previous videos, I did not like the Wave 1 starter set very much. To me, this one I think has a little more going on, which I appreciate, and I like that there's Decepticons in it, which Hannah appreciates and I appreciate. And yeah, if you haven't picked it up, it's an easy way, I think, to help people learn the game. Obviously, I think probably, Hannah, you'd say you probably need to get a couple more games on your belt before you say you know it.
Yeah.
But hopefully this was fun to try out for the very first time.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks, everyone.
Bye.
See you guys. Hey guys, just want to do a quick thing at the end of the video. Thanks for watching, and thank you, Hannah from Player Guides, for joining me and checking out the card game. She did express interest in trying it out again sometime, so in that sense, I think this was a success. We're hopefully going to play together again sometime this weekend, around me trying to prep for Origins to try and do as well as I can in the Transformers TCG events. The only other thing I wanted to say is I've gotten everything I want from Combiner Wars. It's been terrific. I'm trading for a King Starscream, so I'll have every card, a playset of everything that I want. And, you know, with the success I've had in my local area and some different events that I've traveled to, I ended up getting some extra booster packs and stuff. And one of the things I got is this booster box. I don't want it. I thought about opening it up and maybe selling it, or just selling it to a store, but I mean, I could sell it for maybe like 90 bucks, whatever. I could open it up and try and sell the rares, but God, that sounds like a lot of time I'd rather just spend playing the game. So instead, I decided, let me give this one out to someone who might need it. Anyone who's been, you know, interested in the game and wanted an opportunity to check it out, maybe you want an opportunity to play some draft or some sealed yourself, this is your chance. If you're a subscriber, just comment below, say, you know, you want this guy, and I'll ship it out to you as soon as possible. I'm going to, I believe, have a video up this Thursday, and in that video, I will announce the winner. So that gives you 2 days, right, 48 hours basically, to put your name in, and then when this gets uploaded, you know, hopefully it goes to a good home, someone who can enjoy it. Because I know I'm pretty fortunate in that I've been able to get all the pulls I wanted from booster packs. I haven't had to spend any money on the secondary market for stuff. I haven't really spent a lot of money on the game in general. So if I can help out a newer player who wants to get into the game and help promote the scene, I'd love to do that. All right. That's it. Thanks again for watching, and I'll catch you all later. Oh, if you're going to Origins, let me know. Whoever's going to Origins, I want to meet up with people. Like, I love the game, but I'm also really enjoying the social aspect. I kind of finally get social media now. I used to hate, you know, Twitter and all that stuff was confusing, and now it's been fun to, like, talk to people online. So if anyone's going to Origins, I'd love to meet up with you and, you know, maybe grab a drink or something. All right, see you, everyone. Bye.